DHT. I have an odd job, you see. I'm what you would call a crypto hunter. See, I've been on the trail of this one big hairy thing that has been spotted in here town a few times or more than normal. Just 3 or 4? No, it's been at least 30 times within the past 4 weeks. Something has been drawing in here, and I have got to find out. So I hit up my contact, Mr. Voltrex, out in California area. So I give him a call. Hello, this is Mr. Voltrex. Sorry I cannot get to the phone right now. Please leave a message. Voltrex out. Beep. It's Jack Steele. I'm down here in the part of town, and I believe I've managed to locate the creature. Please give me a call back at 214-555-5555. Well, I guess I'm on my own for now. So I wait for the green light. So it looks like I'm going to be posted in this motel. Looks alright on the outside. Let's hope the inside of it is not too bad. It's got velvet carpet, decent looking furniture, and they even got 2 TVs on the wall, and one's on the sports center and the local news. I take a quick listen to the news person as they are on site of where they say where they have been hearing strange sounds from the woods in a construction area they're building, some apartments. I was still watching and saw a girl in a very pretty dress walk by the newscaster. He was talking about it, and then it cut to the weather. I did not really get a good location of where it was, only I caught the tail end. So I asked the hotel clerk if he knew where it was. He said it was a 20-minute ride from where I was. So I asked for directions, and he gave them to me. I get to my room and I unpack. I take inventory. I got a Glock 9, holy water, a blessed shotgun shells, and a few items, a shaman, a shrunken head, and a wolf's eyeball, and a wolf's fang, and a small thing of pixie dust, just to name a few. So I hit the hay for the next day, and wake up extra early around 5 a.m. So I go to get my coffee and check my phone, and still nothing from the boss man. Looks like I get to explore the town a little bit. I might go to the local breakfast spot to talk to the locals to see if I can get information. So I hop on my custom bike with loud pipes, extra chrome tips, painted. I head over there and turn heads. When I pull up, I guess I have not seen hearing a loud bike or one such as mine. I pull up, I get off, I see a few people walking fast go by me. Well, I don't mean any harm, so I walk in the establishment, and the people quit talking and just stare at me, and I say, "Can I get a table?" "Why, yes, of course, over here." So I get a booth and get a seat. Order some pancakes, hash browns, eggs sunny side up. As I'm waiting for the food to come, I ask the waitress, "Hey, you look like I've seen you before." "I don't know," so I get a quick ring on my phone, and it's Mr. Voltrex. "Hello, this is Mr. Voltrex here. Jax, I see you've arrived in the town, yes. I am just here having breakfast at the local dinner. The fork and pancake, yes, how did you know?" "Don't play dumb, Jax. You know we know. You know you're right, Voltrex. I forget. Yes, it's been a lot long since you've been on the job. Yeah, I know, it's been 6 months. So I stuck out in the Arctic for you? If you had forgotten, no, Jax, I was testing you. Ha 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 ha. That's a good one, Mr. Voltrex. Yes, quite right, Jax. Well, let's get to it. Now, well, you have the right items for this one, I think. So we'll still see. This one is tricky, you know, but we got this one in the bag and tag it, you know. You know the drill. Yes, boss. So I get it right away. I need the money, okay? Done. I get a notification. We're all set. 50K now. So now I got to do some stakeouts over by there, so I get over to the construction site and apartment area by the forest. So I pull an item or two out of my bag. I pull out the shrunken head and begin to walk into the forest with it, and the eyes begin to turn red and then turn purple. Well, I know that I'm a little close, so I put it back into my bag, and I begin to see someone come up behind the trees. Well, it's a woman from the breakfast. She's wearing a black cloak, and she says, "What are you doing here?" Well, I was about to ask you the same thing. Well, my father. What do you mean, your father? Is your father Voltrex? Yes, he is. Well, I guessed. I'm doing a little extra recon, then I guess. He does not think that I can get the job done then. What does he just wants me to make sure you do it right and get it where it needs to go. Do you understand? Mr. Jax, yes, I do. Okay, well then, we have no problems. Well then, just stay out of my way, girl, so I can get this done. You understand? I don't need a sort of babysitter, you hear me? Then I'll have my father here for me. What are you talking about? Well, I don't care. I don't need you. Get out of my way so I can stay if you want to become a trophy on the wall. Well, I have never. She storms out of the forest, as to not have any signal to call her father, as I'm still walking around looking for some clues of the hairy monster. I start looking for some hair or droppings of sorts, but come up with nothing of large skin flakes of sorts. Just got to ask the boss. It might be, I'm not sure. About this one, it's strange color. It's got to be about 6 a.m. now, and the sun's about to come up, so I get out of the forest and get back to the bike, start it up, and head back to town and get to my motel. But before I do, I go back to the 2 Fork and Pancake to get some grub, but this time there's something different. Waffles and biscuits and gravy and extra bacon. And he's looking for the waitress, but she's off today. He thought, so he's got to go then. So he went back to the hotel. Now Jack seems to be misplaced his key card. So he goes to the front counter and he can see if he can get a new one. So he goes and rings the bell and nothing there. He sees the key card there just hanging on the door number. So he waits for another minute or two and he grabs it and he heads back to his room. But before he could, he gets around the corner. He hears a man from the front desk and asks him if he need anything at all. He says, "No, I'm all right." And gets to his room and then flips on the light and then jumps a little bit and sees a woman from the woods and wearing some black sexy outfit. "Well, we meet again, Mr. Jacks." "We do, Alicia. Now, what do you think? You're trying to seduce me?" "Well, I can tell you that it's not working. I must hold back the urge to." Then I quickly exit the room. I get back in my car and I talk to myself. "Come on, you can do this. It's been a while. But you're on the damn job. And he's just trying to test you here. I can feel it. So get back in there and throw the blanket on her and let her know that you're not forgetting the creature. After all, there's nothing more, nothing less, all about the job." So I slam the door, car shut. I walk back in there, but this time now she's all nude. I say, "Come on, have some dignity there." So I throw a blanket on her like a lampshade, and she's still standing there. "Well, what are you going to do, move?" But she still stands there. I walk over there and give her a little push, and she sways back and forth. How strange. I say to her, "Well, you're all right. I got nothing." So I yank off the blanket, and what I'm met with is something reptile of sorts, like an account, like flake, something that I found out there in the forest. But now I hear ha 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 of sorts. I see a man come out from the bathroom. "Well, Mr. Jacks, we meet at last. You must be Voltrex. Well, quite right indeed there, young sport. I am Voltrex, and well, it seems you have seen quite a bit today. Yes, I will now. You see that the creature you are seeing is my daughter. She has been the one who has been taking things and sucking blood from animals. I know it's bad, but her hunger grows, and I must yet find another cure to suppress her blood hunger. But she has traveled all the way here. See, she is from Two Clear Blue Lake, where I had kept her away. She had a method of getting what she needed, but it seems to have not been working out like it used to. So she had to go find other means to get what she wanted. But she just happened to end up here. You know, I hired you to do a job, and I know you can do it. Me a one favor and not kill my daughter. Well, I don't know, Mr. Voltrex. I'm a man of my word, and if I do a mission for you, I have to complete it, because if I don't, then I feel a sense of regret. And feeling like that, I wasted my time on the hunt, getting up here and all, coming from Alaska of all places. For you, that was not fun task for me at all. I was all the way out there near the circle, for crying out loud, and now you're asking me to take a contract I was to have fulfilled, and now it's the way of the crypto code? You understand, don't you, Voltrex? Yes, I do, Mr. Jacks. But I will pay you double what I paid you before. Well, I don't know. Make it triple and I'll consider. No, make it 6 times and we got a deal. Well, I look at my phone, I say, all right then. Knock out your daughter. But I never said anything about knocking you out, Mr. Voltrex. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe.